triplets. Just want to warn you that some of the content on this show is not necessarily parentally or grandparently approved. Just be careful. It is the friends version. That can be a little risque at times. So if you have young ears, just be forewarned. You may want to tune them out. Thank you.
We were talking about how many buttons I have to hit to make sure none of this goes on the air, and I always keep my cell phone readily available because I just want to make sure, just in case, like
that's so valid.
Somebody calls. If I see like Tom Cook on my phone, I'm like, oh wait, because that one time we did go on the air. Let's not forget.
It is true. It did happen.
Was scary.
And ever since then, I'm like, I never trust us. I'll never trust us. Our ability to do this ever again.
Thank God it was just the Grinch.
Well, thank God I didn't cuss because I was excited to see the Grinch.
I know, and we could easily have dropped an F-bomb or whatever. We'll call our guest here in just a second. We just came up, I think, one of the greatest bits of all time. How do we even get here? I don't even know. Oh, we're talking about, I don't know. We're in our second topic
in
today.
discussing like what we're going to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah. Shout out to my ex.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yo, we should call her. I was like, how'd she do it?
Yeah, because I was saying my ex never lied to me when I called her having an affair. Honestly, she didn't try to lie. I mean, she was obviously being deceptive behind my back, but when I confronted her about it, she never lied about it. So like, shout out to her because I mean, that is at least there's some dignity.
Not everybody does that.
No, weirdly, I get that because like it is so triggering when like all you want is someone to just like acknowledge they did something. Like to be gaslit about it happening is like so much more painful. So I feel that.
We'll get to that, but I was like, and then Charlotte said we should just call your ex, see how she's doing. I was like, yo, we should create this bit called Wheel of Exes. And like we basically have this giant wheel and we all have our different exes on the wheel. And like it's not just even like that one ex, but like multiple exes. And basically it could be a good ex. We just don't know. It could be like your worst ex ever. Like, and it'll just be their names, right? It's just their names. We spin the wheel of exes, and we have to cold call that ex out of nowhere and be no. And be like, "Yo, what's up? What's up, Donnie? Like,
not Donnie.
What's But it could be like,
what's poppin', Jimbo?
It could be Billy. Somebody, it could be somebody. And let's be honest, most likely they wouldn't answer, but like. Just the anxiety,
if they would,
of like sitting there and like waiting to hear and like
the phone ringing.
And I think that no matter what we say, if they don't answer, you have to leave a voicemail.
Ew,
and like check in.
But if they do answer, we hang up immediately. We're like, ha ha ha.
Or maybe like the person who dated them doesn't even like say anything. Like
just somebody else.
Hey, it's Uncle Crames.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what?
It's your wacky morning show. Checking in over here. I would listen when I was doing wacky radio. I would have loved to have done that bit. That'd been so the anxiety of it all would have been so anxiety.
Yeah, it's like giving me hives just like thinking about the possibilities.
Just the ringing. It's the ringing of it, like the ringing of the phone. Like, are they going to answer? Or are they not? What's up, YouTube fam? How's everybody doing? What's up, Nancy? How we doing? What's up, Queen Pam? How you doing?
Hey.
What's up? Boston. Who are you? Kim? I don't know Kim. Do you guys know Kim from Boston? I don't think we know Kim. Do
we go back. No, just kidding.
What's up? What's up, Amber? What's up, Tina? How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Our guest today is who?
My best friend, Stephanie.
Do you want to call her? I can call.
You can call her, but I do want to set up the situation because I would like to say my part before we get her on.
Sure.
Okay. So I need to know if I'm the weird one in this situation because I didn't see any issue with this. And like, if you're my best friend, then why is it weird? So Steph and I were literally on the phone and she's in the middle of this very like juicy story that I am like locked in. This has been a saga. Like I'm like really locked into the story.
Yeah.
And I needed, and also like I'm trying to make dinner. I'm doing all these things and I needed to take a shower, but it wasn't going to be like a full shower. I wasn't going to wash my hair. I was just like rinsing off my body and I wasn't going to take that long.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I have to take a shower, but like I'm just going to keep you on the phone.
Yeah.
And like just stay on the phone with me because I'm not going to be in the shower that long.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's weird. And I go, what's the difference between me listening to a podcast when I'm in the shower if I'm just listening to you finish this story that I'm clearly locked into?
Right.
And she's like, no, call me when you're done. And then I did, but I was like, why was that weird?
Let me see. Let's get her on. So this is our friend Steph. And let's get her take on this. I do, because I think it's really, I just think if bodies are exposed.
Well, is that even what she was weirded out about? Or was she like, I want to see your facial expression?
No, we're not FaceTiming. It was just like on the phone.
Because FaceTime would be weird.
No,
FaceTime would be,
I wouldn't FaceTime.
Risky, right?
But I would just move it to audio.
Yeah.
Even if we were.
Okay.
True.
All right.
She has 7 minutes because she's currently in show right now.
Okay. FaceTime.
Hello.
Hey. We know you're tight on time.
Oh my. I know I am. It's not like I'm running a morning show or anything.
Literally. So
No,
wait,
she is.
what's your take on this then? We know the backstory. So what's your take on this?
Okay, well, what's the backstory?
Oh,
The
you don't know.
backstory-
What are we doing? What's the bit?
No.
What's the bit?
No, I told him, I was like, when we were on the phone, I was like, dude, just stay on the phone. I'm gonna hop in the shower really quick. And you're like, no. And I was like, why? And you're like, that's weird. And I said, no, it's not.
Okay, so when that happened, I'm in the middle of my life story, right?
Exactly.
And then I know she's 3 hours ahead of me, so I always try to be mindful, like, oh yeah, it's 6:30 her time.
Right.
She's probably starting to wind down. So when she turns on the shower, I can hear the water in the background, and she goes, "Hey, I have to take a shower." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, of course. Like, go get ready. You're 3 hours ahead. You have a morning show to do, whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow." She goes, "No, just talk to me while I'm showering." I'm like, "Absolutely not. That is weird. I don't want to picture you butt naked washing
So you just
your
want to
feet."
picture it.
No, I'm imagining, because when I'm on the phone with someone, like right now, I'm imagining you guys behind the board. You're in your studio.
Yeah.
I visualize. I'm a visualizer, right?
Right.
So if I'm talking to Jessica on the phone and I hear water in the background, immediately I see a loofah going underneath her armpit. And
I didn't know where the loofah was about to go. The armpit was the safe option, but that's good.
See, no, we're cleaning it up, okay?
Hey, you're on the
So
podcast.
no, I can't. I'm not. Oh, okay, cool. Well, she's like in her loofah. She's like, I could see her picturing her like wiping in between her cheeks. Like,
there
absolutely.
you go. Now, welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's all been her ass crack.
I just can't. And I'm like, okay, I get we're best friends, and sometimes we don't have boundaries, but that's where I cross the line.
So you're like, I'm not gonna do it. Was it weird or was it not? I mean,
but see, I don't think that's weird, because it's
she's
like
not seeing anything.
She's not.
It's
seeing
her imagination,
and I'm literally locked into this story that she's sharing with me. This is something that like we're doing multiple check-ins like consistently about. I need the tea. I'm concerned.
Right.
And it's no different when, to me in my mind, it's no different when I'm like listening to music or listening to a podcast, or if I have like a YouTube video on in the background and I'm in my shower, it would just be her. And also too, like Stephanie is in radio, so her storytelling is captivating. So like that's why if I just listen to her voice and she's talking to me, I'm also like listening to my best friend, but I'm also following along a story that I'm genuinely interested in.
Right.
So I was like, okay, so when she was like, no, I'm not doing that, that's weird. And I was like, well, would you think it's weird if like we were going to the bathroom, I was going to the bathroom and like I had you on the phone during? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I've definitely peed with you on the phone before, by the way.
What about pooping though? Is pooping different? Would you feel some kind of way about peeing
and
pooping? Yeah.
Peeing and pooing is the same genre for me.
So
when I found out,
you think peeing and pooping is the same?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, you're on the toilet. The germs are there. Your phone's in the bathroom. You're touching your phone. That is gross, one. But two, I'm first finding out that she does this with me on the phone. I had no idea she brings me into the bathroom. That's also where I cross the line. So if imagine not going to the bathroom and then now you're doing the shower thing.
No.
Well, you would never know. First of all, I would never poop with you on the phone, but you never. Honestly, I've done it so many times, and I mute myself. I mute myself when I pee, and I've done that. Like, I mean, I more than I can count, but I wouldn't like poo with you on the phone because
Good God,
I couldn't do that.
We're back to our bread and butter, y'all.
I've done both.
You'll poop with somebody on the phone?
I'm pretty sure I have. Like,
I won't.
if it's like a group call where it's like I know I'm not gonna have to talk. Like I might have during the meeting the other day.
Well, yeah, if you're just listening, but what if it's a one-on-one call? Let's say it's like your friend. I'm not pooping with somebody.
No, I won't do that because you can't get away with like muting for long enough. But I can get away with like doing a quick pee flush.
Yeah, pee feels quick.
Yeah.
I know Steph's on a time limit, so here's my take. I think the shower, no FaceTime. I mean, like it seems a little unnecessary. I think you could have probably stayed up an extra 15 minutes and just listened to the end of her story.
I just didn't want to stop her in the middle of the story.
And you shouldn't have. You should just waited to get in the shower. I mean, honestly, it's like just let her finish the story. Like,
I was multitasking. I was baking chicken. I was like, I had rice cooking. I needed to take a shower. Like I had a lot of things.
Bad, but like.
But also, Jessica knows like I have ADD, right?
No,
so
I
when
know.
she was like, okay, continue your story.
When Steph
I
pops
feel like
up on my phone,
I
I'm
don't
like,
even know where I was.
It's okay.
Yes,
It's gonna be a minute. But I think it's not out of the friendship boundary. I don't think peeing on the phone. Gray area. Like, it just depends. How loud is it? Like, I've peed on the phone with people before, but I always make sure I pee on the side of the bowl so they don't hear it, because I don't want them to hear my pee. I think that's kind of weird. Pooping is a no.
But I don't talk and pee. I mute and pee.
Yeah.
Okay, mute pee. I think that's fine. That's fine. Pooping's a no. We're not pooping on the phone with each other, y'all.
I wouldn't
like,
do that.
because there might be like to me, that feels.
Well, you mute it.
No, I just like, was it a plop or like a fart?
Like a weird thought, because like sometimes when I'm doing that, like if it's a group call or something, I'll be like, this is so weird because like I'm pooping.
Okay, Steph definitely has to go now.
Okay, bye, Steph.
No, this is what we need to do, Jessica. Next time, we have to give each other time limits because we could talk for days, right?
No, I think
so if you tell me,
but I don't want to get a time limit.
Right. No, I think if Jess like, hey, listen, I've got to go in 15 minutes. So like, I think getting in the shower is just a weird. I think honestly, if anyone's weird, I think it's you, Jess, for getting in the shower when you're on the phone.
You know what? Honestly, if I could have muted myself and you would have no idea. So I'm going to do it next time.
Just get off the phone.
I'm going to be in the shower.
Hey, let's call back tomorrow. Like, I think Jess is the weird. Steph, you're fine. You got to go. I know it. You're fine. You're not.
I love you.
I'm just gonna say, what kind of phone warranty does Jessica have where she can even bring her phone into the shower anyway?
She is putting that AppleCare to use.
If it's on the outside, and like the little the plastic is in between, I'm fine. Like I cover it.
She's paying that $9.99 a month. She's like, I'm risking that. I'm risking the AppleCare. I'm paying for that shit. All right,
I love you guys. I gotta go.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, there goes Steph. All right. Wow.
I wish there was a feature in the shower where you could make phone calls, because I really would. I would chat while in the shower.
I'll tell you what, I bought this recently, and I this is how I know I've got a weird like two more, because what do you guys do? What do you do in the shower, right? Do you guys have do you listen to music and stuff?
Well, no, usually I don't, and it's a relaxing time, but then there are sometimes if I'm on the phone, because when Steph and I are on the phone, we'll be on the phone forever, and I just don't feel I just don't see the reason to stop the flow. So truly, if I was thinking to myself, if I was super rich and there is a feature in my shower where I could dial her in while I'm in the shower and we could just chat, I literally would do that, because it's not weird to me at all.
Yeah. I added this thing recently to my shower where it's basically a phone holder in my shower.
Oh, so that exists?
It does.
Oh,
so
shit.
I want to, and it wasn't much. It was like $5, maybe $10 max on Amazon. And you can just literally, it's like a little like cell phone holder that you can just put your phone in, because I want to listen to music when I'm in the shower.
Oh, okay.
So I just put it on there, a little shelf, just like bloop, plop it in there. You know, it's a different experience. I didn't like to put it up. I was like, where do I put my phone? I never knew where quite to put it. So I just
I just have a little table out right outside my shower.
And just play music or something.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, it's $10. It's $10 literally.
But what's the difference between listening to music and talking to your friend? None.
To me, it just seems unnecessary. It's I don't like to multitask like that though, because I knew I wouldn't be giving my full attention to my friend. I think I can't really do well on the phone and doing something else. That's just me. That's me. If you can, cool.
I can, yeah.
I can't. It's just too much going on. It's just I don't think I could do it.
Well, I don't think it's weird. So call me from the shower anytime. Girl.
You can call Charlotte. You guys can
yap. You're like, hey, I'm on my conditioner.
I think that's so fun.
All right, let's take a break right here. We'll come back. Which we're doing? Oh, lie to your face. Okay, we'll do lie to your face. We want to talk about the time that someone blatantly lied to your face, and we'll do it right after the break. Okay. Yeah, my ideas recently have all been centered around this weekend, because it's literally it sucks when something bad happens to you, because it's that it takes up all of your mental energy. I told the show this week it sucks because we're on spring break week, which is hard on the show anyway, because we got half the audience here.
Yeah, people are on vacation, so when we're doing topics and we rely on you guys a lot,
guys to be funny.
And then when it's crickets, we're
it's oh well, there goes a whole break we got to figure out.
But you're on vacation.
It sucks, right?
Yeah.
And then weeks when I'm going through something or just annoyed or in a bad mood, and then my creativity is not the strongest, and then I'm fuck, it's and I've got no personal experience. Literally, I was so pissed off about this weekend that I was just it took all of my my life away from me. You know what I mean? It's just all my mental energy was spent on this. So, long story short, and this story is, I'll make it short. Basically, dating a woman, she said she had no contact with her ex, and I'm big on that. I'm really big on I just want things clean. And in this phase of my life, I'm in my clean era, which is new for me. If you're old to the show, I'm in my clean era, or trying to be, where it's like, oh, I'm going to give you that, so I want that in return. There's not going to be any riffraff going on with me in the background. So I'm also asking for no riffraff from you two, because I really want to try to find a healthy relationship now. And I'm very honest about that up front. I'm like, listen, if you want to go date other people, if you want to like, mess around, totally fine. It's not for me. If you're friends with your ex, I'm just not down with that. That's just not where I'm at in my life. So like, if that's where you're at, I totally respect it. That's fine. It's just not where I'm at in my life. That's it. So this woman had been going through a divorce, and I knew that like she talked about her ex a lot when we first started hanging out, and I was like, I don't know. Said it was fine, that they were in no contact. Long story short, he had posted a picture of the two of them at Easter together, and I was like, oh wow, because we were supposed to go to do the Easter thing, and it was just messy. But when I confronted her on it, I literally had the picture in front of me. And to my face, she swore that she still did not go to church with this man. I'm literally like right here. It's right. It's like I'm looking at it. Like I'm literally looking at the picture, and she's like, no, we didn't. I'm like, I haven't been lied to that hard.
We don't think it was an old picture, right? And he's like psycho.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure, because I've been in a situation where like someone has done that to me.
And the only reason I know is because she texted me afterwards saying I
lied.
It was?
Okay.
So
cool.
she at least came back later and said I did
seriously.
lie.
Okay.
So a little self-respect on that.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've been lied to that hard.
That like maybe like just like that bluntly.
That and like over, and like even when you catch them
like over and over, yeah.
And they're still going in, and you're like,
that's never happened to you? Wow, blessed you are.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Welcome to being a woman, bro.
And I'll be honest with you. And that's just being honest. Like I don't think it's ever happened to me where I literally have physical proof.
Yeah, my eye is twitching right now.
I am looking. I'm looking at literally, there's no way out of this story, right? Like before, and now that I think back over our time together, I'm like, that's interesting. She said she was doing this, but was it really that? Or like, was it this or was it that?
Right, now you're questioning like everything.
Kind of questioning a lot of stories that are popping up. Like, that probably wasn't the truth. But I have never, and this is, again, maybe this is a luxury. What a beautiful luxury for me to have.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've never had a lie to where I have blatantly had a piece of evidence. I have presented the evidence to the person, and the person continued to lie to me.
Yeah.
To my face.
Yep.
And then this is how my ex-wife thing came up. At least when I went to my ex-wife and I said, hey, I've got evidence of an affair.
She's like, oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, she literally.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. Not that's so Raven.
Yeah.
Which honestly respect, because a lot of people, like obviously based on this conversation alone, just one example, but like that's not the case for a lot of times where like, especially when you're being caught in that way. Yeah. I think your first reaction is to be like, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's not true.
It's crazy. So I thought we could talk about this on the podcast. It's like, has it happened to you before where you were, even though you knew, then we're not like you question, because again, I think we've all been in points before where people could lie and there was no proof of evidence, and you were just like, always had to wonder, like, was that true or not? But like you had blatant like evidence in front of you, and that person still continued to lie. You need a Xanax before you start the story.
Jess is having flashbacks.
I am.
Actively,
like as you're like, I have never been in this situation before, and I'm like, boop, bloop, bloop. It's like all the files are like loading up right now, and I'm just trying to think of which one do I feel like talking about today.
Yeah. So this happens a lot then.
Yeah,
wow,
my guy.
Yeah, I've met my match then for sure in this last one. Yes, please.
Okay, so the lie was about him cheating on me, but it was the lie that he told to my face when I found this in his bed that truly makes me sick to my stomach to this fucking day.
Okay.
So I got back together with my on and off again ex-boyfriend at the time, and we had just been intimate together. And I already knew, and also too, like us getting back together was a bad decision. He's already like being terrible to me, and like he's already been terrible to me as far as like other women and like how he would be with them. And I was already like spiraling and thinking that there was something going on. At that time, I felt like something was going on. But like we're back together, whatever, because I was dumb. and we had just been intimate together, and I'm laying there and I turn over and there is a used fucking condom next to my fucking head. And when I tell you, oh my God, when I tell you.
Wait, hang on. Question. Were you guys using condoms or no?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't like you could have been like.
No, that was not.
That was our condom.
That wasn't from me.
A used condom. It wasn't even wrapped.
It was a used condom. God. And I am like, obviously, everything's running through my head of like, I know he's cheating on me because I already felt like this was happening.
Intuition.
And I believed him. I gave him another chance. I'm in this apartment. That means like this bitch was literally just laying here because it was like used. And I get up, and you guys, when I tell you one of the worst moments of my life, so like exposed and vulnerable because I'm naked, and at the moment I just felt so like coming out of my skin, and I ran to the bathroom and I like locked the door and I was like, bring me my clothes so I can leave, because I can't even look at you. I don't want you to look at me. I don't want you to touch me or anything. And you know what the fuck this fool said? He was like, no, like that's not from someone else. I was just masturbating with the condom because it feels better when you use a condom to masturbate. It feels better when you do that. This fucking fool is saying that till he's blue in the face. I'm so dumb that I eventually believe him. I literally believe him because I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe that's true. Like maybe men do that. Maybe that's actually true. And then later on, found out he was fucking another girl.
Wait, I'm sorry. I took my headphones off for a second. I had to walk away.
I believed him at some point. Yeah, because he had
Fuck.
convinced me. He like hours in the face, hours, and also too, I think what's even more like evil, like literally evil, like sitting me down and like, no, like you just don't understand. Because also too, at this point, like mind you, like he was the first person I had ever had sex with.
Okay.
So and I lost my virginity like I think when I was like 18. You know, so like during that time, I like what I knew about sex and what I'm learning about sex is like from him, and he knew that. So obviously my mind immediately goes to what actually was the truth. But then here's this man who is like also just very much like grooming me at the time, and that's a separate conversation. But like he knew he had that ability to tell me things because he could play on the fact of like, you just don't know,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
And then he was cheating on me, and he was fucking another girl, and then she like moved in with him like, I don't know, a couple weeks later.
I feel better about my situation. Thank you. But fucking fuck, bro. Like
that's just one fucking example.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you the thing about what I'm learning about being lied to, like this heavily, is like people like that. I think because now like just watching the small time that we were together and like watching the patterns is they're really good at it.
Yeah.
And they get away with it.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely until they build your trust.
Yeah.
And then the lies can just get bigger and bigger. And then you're just like, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden they feel like they can just throw a fucking Hail Mary at some point because now he's fucked.
Because that was like the stupidest thing on the planet. But also it's like it's even more evil and vindictive because he knows and he knew that he could get away with that with me personally. Yeah. Like if someone else that was like more mature and like older and more like sexually experienced probably would have been able to like obviously not even. But yeah.
There's genuinely a special place in hell for him,
bro.
Like
so fucking gross.
That's wild. That's wild. But I think that's what it is, right? Like they learn that they can lie and get away with it so many times.
Yeah, I do genuinely wonder,
wild,
like,
bro,
the psychology behind like chronic liars, like. I don't know if it's like, are you born like that? Is it like an environmental thing? Like what?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. So, and this is before, before one of my exes listened to this podcast. I mean, I definitely went through a phase post-divorce where I was like, I'm taking no prisoners. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I wasn't lying to like that extent. My lies would be like, where were you last night when I wasn't in a relationship? And I'd be maybe on a date with somebody. And I'd be like, oh, I went to bed early kind of thing. But I wasn't like in these like relationship kind of, like promising people things. I wasn't in those kind of situations. But I got to a point where I felt so shitty doing it that I knew I did not want to be that person. It just got so heavy and so shitty feeling and so many things to keep up with where I was like, wait, who did I say this to? And where did I? And it eventually, hopefully, everybody gets to a point where you're like, I don't like this version of me. Like, I literally took a look at my face one day, and I forget, there was eventually a point where something happened. I don't remember which time this was, to be honest with you, but it was just get so messy that I was like,
you're like stuck in the web, and you're like, fuck, who am I lying to? And what am I lying about?
I don't like this fucking version. I'm embarrassed. I'm literally fucking embarrassed at myself right now. And that's when I clean my act up, because I'm like, this is fucking ugly, man. This is not who I am as a person. I'm just obviously like kind of broken for a lot of different reasons. I got to take a look at this shit. So I can't really speak to why people lie, but I also can't sit here as a saint and say like, oh, I don't know. Why would people ever? I know I was lying because I was a fucking hurt, broken human.
Yeah.
And I was being extremely fucking selfish.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. So I will speak to that. Charlotte, you had proof, but they kept lying.
So I've talked about this before, but
Jess, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. It feels weird even like moving on from that.
I know. It's like, God damn.
Fuck that.
Mine was just a picture.
Mine, so the most heinous lie ever told to / about me was I had gotten my friend a job, and I've talked about this before. And
oh my God.
they made up a lie to my job, to my friends, to everyone I had introduced them to, which was a lot of people, that I had physically assaulted them with a can of soup.
Bro.
And
I'm
kind of glad you went second, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're going to bring this back around.
Yeah, and we did a whole episode about this because it's such a crazy story. But I eventually was like, well, how do I prove that like this is made up and I didn't do it? So we eventually thought to call the Aldi or whatever it was. And they were so awesome. And they were like, I was like, hey, this is so weird. But if I give you a date and a time and an aisle, or like tell you what I was wearing, can you like pull footage of the entire time I was in your store? So
and they did it?
So I actually didn't even end up needing them to do it, because upon hearing that I was doing that, the person finally did admit that they were lying. But up until that point, it was like they were dying on this hill, and it was like to the point like they're same thing as yours, Jess, where they're lying till they're blue in the face, like with such like gusto that it got to the point where I started questioning myself, and I thought I was blacking out sober.
No.
And like, I genuinely started to be like, did I do something?
Yeah.
Like it was terrifying.
Yeah.
So
you always like wonder what reality you're living in.
Yeah,
I was looking at this picture, I'm like, no, I'm pretty fucking sure.
And like,
but being lied on when it involves other people, especially like your place of work, is in a completely different level.
No, yeah,
scary.
It seems unnecessary too.
And
it's like, what the fuck?
And there were like friends who were like willing to die on this hill that this had happened, even though they either had been there and had said, I saw nothing, this didn't happen, or hadn't been there. Like, I don't know. The fact that people in my life were like willing to believe this even for a second, like it fucked me so bad. Like it's such a silly story, but like I was in such a dark place when it was happening. I was like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to do.
That's such a weird story.
And it had all happened just because I like stood up for myself for the first time to this person. So
that's where you went wrong.
It was a weird one, man. It is a weird one.
What did we tell you about standing up for yourself? That's the real crime in this.
That story was so insane. It's like, that's the hill you're gonna die on?
The soup can.
And I even tried to reach out to like one of my friends years later, because I was like, oh, it seems like they've like since realized that this person was insane. So years later, they were like still like dying on this hill.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is crazy. I was like,
why?
this is what we're going with. But
like, give it up, bro.
Yeah,
so
some
weird.
really weird people.
Lying is a bizarre thing to do. I don't, especially with that one. That would just seem like with your ex, like.
There was a motive.
There's a motive, clearly.
Right.
Clearly, there's a lot going on there. With mine, yours, it's like we understand.
Yeah.
With that one, it's just like, what the fuck?
I have theories that I've since figured out, things about why I think they chose that lie. because there was a photo of me from a birthday party of mine where I'm holding a soup can.
Are you fucking for real?
Because I had booked this white rap group to perform and they had a song called Soup. So in retrospect, I think that was like the inspiration.
Wow.
But that's just still like my best guess. I have no fucking idea, dude.
Yeah, no, that's a weird.
None.
That's a weird one. So let me ask you guys this question. It depends on which side of my mouth I'm speaking out of, because I've gone back and forth on this for the last couple of days. Do I reach out to the guy or do I not?
Why would you? Like, what's the point?
I don't know.
I think that's my question is like, I think if you do that, you literally just want the drama and you want the tea and you're willingly inviting in unnecessary chaos into your life. If you're bored, if you feel like doing that right now, then okay. But there's no reason because.
I don't disagree with you.
And also too, it's like, it'd be one thing if you were like, this girl I thought was my soulmate. She's the love of my life. I want to take this very seriously. Or if you genuinely wanted to work through things and continue the relationship, okay. But like, if you don't have an actual yes to those questions, then if you do it, it's truly unnecessary.
Yeah, just let them be messy together. Like, you're doing the whole reason you don't want this is because you're like, I'm past that. I want peace.
Right.
So
no matter what, here's the thing. This girl was really cool, but the and pretty well aligned. But no matter what, a fucking liar. So like, okay. But no matter what, I mean, she could be the most perfect woman in the world. If I know you're gonna lie to my face blatantly, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. But here's the thing: is the only thing that keeps going through my head is if I was him.
No, don't involve yourself into their shit.
That she's dating too.
But I want to know.
No, you're just trying to give yourself an excuse to be messy. Yeah. Don't do it. It's not. You got to stay out of their business.
As a fellow messy, I don't think this one's worth it.
I would tell you guys the same thing. Like if Charlotte came to me, I would give you all the same advice. But I'm like, burn it down.
And also because in this situation, like, I don't want you to put yourself in a vulnerable position because like then they might just like be like sitting there like laughing about it, like making fun of you, and that just like feels shitty.
No, it's true because I think like right now they could also just be in a place where like if you were to reach out to him, I don't think it would affect him in the way that you think it would.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It almost make him be like, yeah, I'm the bigger man. She picked me. Like you don't want to.
Well, him posting the photo because clearly they're not together anymore. But that's why I asked if it was a current picture or if it was an old one. Yeah. Because him posting that picture, knowing their like gray area situation is on purpose. It's to show people publicly like, hey, we are still fucking hanging around.
That's true.
So if you were to reach out, he'd be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. So that was on purpose.
That's a good point. Well, there you go. What an episode! What an episode it has been.
Now you should add her to the Wheel of Exes, however, to bring it full circle like a wheel.
If she gets picked, I feel like if we were to pick up, all we would say is Easter, and you'd hang up.
We know she didn't last Easter and hang up.
And then we'd hang up.
Bro, you gotta admit, Wheel of Easter have been fun to listen to for sure. If like back in that guy Kramer days in Panama City, like we would absolutely have done that bit. All right. Yo, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you guys for being. Actually, wait, hang on. Amber's got a story on YouTube. Amber says, I caught a guy lying to me about still talking to his ex because I found her address had been pulled up in the Google Street View and he was out in front of her house with her. Wait.
Oh,
like his car?
Yo, wait.
Gosh.
No, Amber, that's not true.
Can we call you?
Amber. Yo, Amber, hang on. Amber, are you still on?
I don't know if she's still on. Wait, Amber, I wish there was a way to like call because she couldn't like put her number publicly online.
Amber, no, but she can call the studio right now.
Oh, that's because it's Beth. Oh no, wait, who's Amber? Who's Amber Stone?
You know, it's Amber from Columbia.
Okay, yes.
Amber, are you on? Damn it. Fuck.
So
do I have Amber on Instagram? Oh my god, I want to blow her up and hear this story so bad.
Oh wait, she's still texting.
Yo, Amber. Yo, Amber, call the studio.
Can you call the studio?
We got to hear this story.
Do you need us to put the number in the chat?
Amber, call the studio.
Can you put it in there? Sorry.
I'm using the wrong keyboard.
No, she knows the number.
Okay.
She knows. Okay, turn the music off. Hang on. Y'all thought we were done.
Hold right. For messy story.
Hold for video. Everybody hold, please. Everybody look cute. This might be a usable story. Hold on. I got to hear this. This is wild. This is a great. I mean, mine was a good way to find out, but this is a great way to find out, man. All right, hang on. Amber, call studio, please. Please, dear God, call the studio. I got to hear how this happens.
That's funny, dude.
Here goes Amber.
Let's
right here.
go.
Yo, let's go.
Amber, you're the bomb for calling the studio and doing Uncensored. You're the bomb.
Only work, so.
Yo. Okay, Amber, how did you find out that your ex was still? Wait, let me see. Hold for video, everybody. Do you mind if I use this possibly as a clip for our Instagram?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. So everybody hold for video. Here we go. Amber, wait, how did you find out that your ex was still talking to their ex?
He's not really my ex. We were just talking, quote unquote.
Okay.
But I'm a internet detective, so I found his ex's address online through Maryland Case Search. Shout out Maryland Case Search. And I'm nosy, so I looked her up on Google Maps. And you can do the street view where you drop a little guy there and it shows you the pictures.
Yeah.
And I dropped the little guy in front of her house, and he was out there with her. He was waving at the damn Google car.
On Google Maps, you caught him on the internet at her house?
Yeah, and it gives you the date that the car was there or whatever.
Wait, you saw him or you saw his car?
No, I saw him.
Okay,
he was
wait.
waving at the car.
Oh, heck no.
Wait.
But you can check. Okay, hang on. So you can check like the timestamp or the day stamp on when that Google image is taken, so you knew it was during the time that he clearly was lying to you.
Yeah, I think it gives you the month and the year. I don't think it gives you the exact date. But corner it tells you, and it was an on again off again thing with him for several months.
That is wild.
But it's when you guys were together, though.
Yeah, it was when we were talking.
And he said, listen, I promise you, I have no contact with my ex. And you do some detective work. You look on there and all of a sudden it's wait a minute.
You catch that full in 1080p, Claire.
Yep.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Oh my.
I would have kept a screenshot because, it was a while ago. It was 7 years ago at least.
God.
Yo, that is wild.
That's probably one of the most iconic ways you can catch someone lying.
Yes.
That's God looking out for you right there. I don't care what y'all say.
He's
that's
that's
God.
not true. And you print it out. You're like, really? Because according to Google.com. Oh my God.
There goes Amber.
Just check the Google Street View, y'all. You never know.
Yo, that's a good. Now you got something else for me to be crazy about now.
Check the street view if they're in the streets.
Wait, did you show it to him?
No, I was.
You're just done.
It's not too late.
There's still time. We'll call Wheel of Exes.
You're for the gaslighting in those days.
You're better than us though, because I think all of us would have printed out the receipts and plastered them everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was pre-therapy, Amber.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Very mature of Amber. Okay, there goes Amber. All right, Amber, we love you. Thanks, you for being a part of it.
See you.
All right, see ya. God,
and shout out Amber for always being on YouTube.
Yo, for sure. Yo, Amber, you're a real one for that.
Yeah.
God, that's gonna be a good little clip there too. All right. Whew, how we feeling, everybody? We good?
Yeah, I gotta go.
That was wild.
Thank you guys for checking in the show. A little bonus there at the end. Jess, where we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT on IG and all socials.
Char.
PTSD Diva.
I'm that guy Kramer. I've got a podcast called Certified Mama's Boy, and a new episode out Thursday, by the way, this week. It's a little funky of a week. All right. Love you guys, and thank you for being here. Thank you for your stories too. They're always entertaining. So thanks for your vulnerability. All right. See you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.